Yes, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you're watching this video, my name is Oluseyi Ogunlana, popularly known as Mr. Fiesta. I am the publisher of Fiesta International Magazine. I am an international entertainment journalist. I am also a US certified investigative journalist. Today, I am interviewing via Skype a lady named Rachel Rivai-Gororo. She's based in Manchester, England, United Kingdom. She's come out to announce to the world on several occasions, on several blogs, that she has been scammed to a total of over 10,000 UK pound sterling by the very popular Nigerian actor Mike Ezeonwoye. The claim, which amongst other claims have been refuted by the popular actor. Today, we're just going to be listening to her speak, as I'll be asking questions objectively on the matter, and I'll leave the general public to make their own inferences from all she's got to say. Please, if you're watching this video on YouTube, endeavor to drop polite comments, please. Polite comments. So that at least we all can be judges of this all together for the benefit of the Nigerian public. So, from this point, I would enjoin you to listen and to watch closely as the interview is about to commence. Thank you very much for joining us on this video. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Olu. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Yeah, it's morning here, but I know it's afternoon back there in the United Kingdom.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Now you heard my intro. I hope I got everything I said right.
You did say things right, yes.
Okay. But before I start the interview, I have a couple of questions to ask you. Number one, have you requested this interview objectively on your own?
Yes, I have.
Are you conscious of what you're about to say or about to do?
Yes, I am.
Have you been sponsored, supported, promoted, or prompted to do what you're about to do?
No, it's from my own will.
So you say in summary that this interview, everything you're about to say, you are conscious, you are of sound mind, you know exactly what you're doing.
Yes, I do.
So I just want you to say before this camera that whatever you're about to say is in truth and without any reservations.
Yes, what I will say in this interview is the truth, and it's without any reservations. I'm so sure of what I'll say.
And that you have no intention of slandering or defaming the Nigerian actor who you have claimed that has scammed you.
I don't have any reasons to, apart from tell the truth. There's no need to slander him. So I'm stating facts of what happened.
Okay. Facts is one, truth is another.
That's
Okay. Now the interview shall now commence. I'm going to start this way. I want you to introduce yourself properly. Your full names, a little about your background, where you live, what you do, about yourself. Tell us about yourself.
So I'm Rachel. Some of you know me already, but I'm Rachel Revai Gororo. I live in Manchester. I'm Zimbabwean, but then I live in the UK because I work here as a nurse.
Okay. How old are you?
I am 38.
Good. Thank you very much for divulging that private information. The reason for that is people might want to connect with you at some point with that. So you are a nurse by profession working in the UK, right?
Yes, I am.
Please endeavor to face the camera as you speak. So, do you know Mike Ezenruoye?
Yes, I do.
When you say you know Mike Ezenruoye, what exactly do you mean? How do you know him?
I know him from talking to him on the phone, on video calls, and on other social media handles.
Okay. Have you ever met him in person?
No, I have not.
You've never met him. Up until this day, you have never met him in person, right?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Do you know what he does for a living?
Yes, I do. He's an actor.
He's an actor. Okay, that's a question everyone can answer. Okay, just to be sure, you know, we are talking about the same person here. Can you give a clear description of who you're talking about? Physical description.
Well, he's light-skinned. He is medium height. Nigerian. He was born 1982, 21st of September, and he's famous for his Nollywood movies.
What tribe or what state?
He's Igbo. He's Igbo. I've forgotten the state, but I think he said he was from Imo Owerri.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, what relationship do you or did you have with Mike Ezenruoye?
When we met on social media.
What social media, and can you give us dates when you met?
I started talking to Mike on the 19th of October 2016 in the morning. That's when he messaged me first. And then that day we exchanged numbers, so we continued to talk between Facebook and WhatsApp. But that morning, we did a video call. He called me when he was in Kenya.
The day he was in Kenya, I did a video call with you. What date was that?
What, sorry?
What date was the date?
It was on the same morning of the 19th of October, 2016.
Okay. How were you, since you spoke to him on the social media, how convinced were you at that time that he was who he said he was? Because everybody knows, generally, that anybody can claim to be anyone. And that he was in Kenya. Did you see any proof or did you gather any facts that he was indeed the real Mike Ezenruoye, and the fact that he was in Kenya at that time?
He did the video call, and in the video call he was definitely on motion, and he was around people. And when I saw him, obviously I was shocked, like, really it's you? And then he asked me a question, why are you laughing? And I said, oh, it's really you. And then he said, yeah, you asked me to be your friend on Facebook, so yes, it is me. So after that, he called me several times on the video call. And sometimes when he would be driving, he would send me gestures. And then if I say, do that, he'll send a fresh one immediately. So that's how I know it was him, and I know his voice.
Okay. Now.
And then there's incidences as well that point out it is the real Mike Ezuronye that I was talking to.
Okay, we are going to get to that, but let's take it one step after the other. Now, you met him on the 19th October 2016. That is
Yes.
almost 2 years ago, because today is the 4th of October 2018. So practically about 2 weeks less from an exact 2-year period that you have met this guy, as you claim. Now, I would like to ask you, when you met, what kind of relationship ensued between both of you? Is it a fan, actor relationship? Is it friendship? What kind of relationship developed between both of you?
Well, at first I was obviously excited. Mike Ezuronye's talking to me, but he said when we transferred the conversations from Facebook onto WhatsApp, he asked me to ask him anything I wanted to. So I asked him, how is your family? And he said they are all okay. And then he went on to explain that he's got a son and a daughter, but he's not with the mother. So I said, you must be a good dad, which I agreed to, that he is a good dad. But then I asked him, I said, are you looking for a relationship after he had explained to me how that he was single? And he said, to be honest, he wasn't looking to be with anybody, but since he came across my profile, he wanted to know me and see how it gets on. So a relationship started from then on.
Okay.
So it wasn't a fun thing, it wasn't friendship thing. He asked me out, I said yes, and we started seeing each other.
Okay. You're saying that you had a kind of romantic relationship, but apparently a distant / online relationship with him, right?
Yeah, for a while it was okay for me to have that distance on anyway because of what he had explained to me, what he was going through with his wife. Then he called her his ex, and then after a while, after at least a year, I thought we've spoken enough. It was time to meet up, so then problems started coming after them.
Okay, hold on there. Yeah, you guys continued to speak for a year before you proposed your first meeting, face-to-face meeting with him, right?
It was way before a year ran out, because the December of 2016, he was due to release a movie. So he said he would have been busy then, but he had promised to come for my birthday, which was in November. And then I found out his movie would be out, so I asked him a question. If you're going to be here, are you not supposed to be in Nigeria promoting your movie? And he said, oh no, I'll make time for you. Me and my son need to travel anyway. I need a break. So I thought, okay. But he didn't come. So...
Okay.
It just didn't happen.
Okay. If your birthday was in November, you are referring to November 2017, right?
16, yeah. That's the first time he said he was coming.
That was a month after you started talking to him. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Okay. In what specific ways were you communicating with him, with each other?
It was initially Facebook, then it immediately went on to WhatsApp. It went on to telephone calls. Here and the video calls, but Mike was refusing later on as time went on to do video calls. But he did, when we first met, about 3 video calls. And one he did when he came to England last year, and the one he did this year with his personal assistant or friend in the UK. That was it. Okay,
we are going to get to those specific facts. So you communicated with him via video calls, right?
More on chat than the video calls. He wasn't keen on them.
Did you have audio conversations with him?
Yes, I did. Every day we spoke on the phone, on chat. We used to talk every day.
Okay. All right, thank you. Do you have any witnesses regards your relationship with him? Was it like a secret, or did you have people who maybe you spoke to, people who are aware you're having a relationship with him, family, friends, and all of that?
My personal friends knew. Some of his friends that I spoke to on the phone, some of them I don't remember their names, they knew. People knew he was seeing me. And I have people from church, they knew. My colleagues at work knew. My sister knew because he sent my sister birthday message before. Yeah, people knew. I didn't keep it a secret, but Mike really didn't want people to know, but in the end they knew anyway.
So can you tell us a few people from his own end who knew he was having a relationship with you?
From his own end?
Just names. I just want names.
You mean his friends?
Yeah. Who knew? Was there anybody who knew?
Mike's got a friend that he was always with when he talks to me sometimes. He had a friend called Amani.
What did you call his name?
He's called Amani, but I've never met him. But I know I used to speak sometimes about him and him with him sometimes. Okay.
When you mentioned something that he sent a birthday message to your sister. How did he send this message?
It was on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp, through your phone or directly to your sister's phone?
No, I gave him her number and they exchanged messages.
Okay, with your sister. Okay. Well, now, at this point, I want to quickly make it clear, and for the benefit of those who are watching this video, and for clarity's sake, are you aware that Mike Ezinwoye and several other celebrities, specifically in Nigeria, have come out to call out people who some of the accounts are cloned, some accounts are hacked, and some accounts are actually fake. They are generated from the original account with very, very practically invisible differences. Some add underscore, some add dot, some add hyphen that an average person might not even be able to tell. So these people upload pictures from Google and monitor the actual account and use those accounts to trace the activities of the real people, update these accounts, and use these accounts to communicate with unsuspecting people around the world, build relationship with them, build trust with them, and eventually scam them. These actors and other celebrities must at some point eventually change their passwords, change their account information, sometimes close their account and make a lot of noise. And of course, so many people have even reported to the police and make public disclaimer messages, distancing themselves from these people who are practically faceless. I am aware that Mike Ezinwoye is one of those people who has come out severally to distance himself and to deny any relationship with such accounts and such people. Are you also aware of these developments?
I am. Initially, when I got into a relationship with Mike, I wasn't aware of it. But late last year, 2017, I then started reading more about imposters, people insulting him on his Instagram handle. But we did discuss this with Mike, and I knew he was asking me for money then. So I know about imposters. I know about even Hollywood movie stars who have got people impersonating them. But this one, I know it is the real Marcus Ronye, and he himself knows about this. I'm not mistaken. I'm aware of imposters, but I'm talking about the real Marcus Ronye, and it is him that I dealt with, not an imposter.
Okay.
So I know that.
Okay. Now, you're aware that such instances have come up, and Mike himself, amongst other actors, have come out to say, listen, anybody asking you for money or talking to you and, impersonating me, I don't know them. Be careful at all the warning signs. I am aware that it's come out. In fact, I'm also aware that some people were recently arrested, in connection with these crimes. Now, it's clear now that you were aware and you claim that you also discussed that with him. Now, onto my
times.
You are aware. Okay, good. I just wanted to be sure of that. When you're Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the part 2 of the interview with Rachel Rivai-Gororo, who has been speaking. If you've been watching from the previous part, she's been speaking on alleged experience with, at this point, Mike Ezeonwoye, quote and unquote, who she claims scammed him of some money following the relationship that they both have. You're welcome to the part 2. Thank you very much for joining us on this second part of this interview. Now, Rachel.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time. Now, where we stopped in the previous part was that he claimed that he had a friend called Amani that was always with him each time you talked at that point, right?
Yeah, that's the only friend I knew him to talk the most about.
Okay.
And then he had one in Kenya called Chooks.
Okay, he also has a friend called Chooks. How did you know all these people?
Chooks, he was with Mike in Kenya, but then the night I spoke with Mike, Chooks had come to pick him up from his hotel room and they were going out. And I was laughing, joking with him, saying, don't get drunk and don't flirt when you're out there.
So you spoke with he and Chooks?
I said hello to Chooks. It wasn't a long conversation, but I know he was with Mike when they went out that particular night.
Okay. Thank you very much. And that was when? Are you referring to?
That was when they were still wrapping up Brother Jeku in Kenya. That's 2016. Between October and November.
Okay. Brother Jeku, is it the title of the movie?
That's the movie released on the 2nd of December 2016 in Nigeria.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, my next question is this. Given the fact that he had come out to deny all these allegations, because you and I are aware that you're not the only person making these allegations against him, he had come to deny these allegations on the social media. But before I go to my next question, on what other platforms have you come out to publicize or to, to voice out your experience?
I'll answer you some of the things you said. Like there are other people accusing him.
Yeah.
I've contacted one woman actually who was accusing him directly. I went to meet this woman in London. So from my experience with the real Marcus Ronye, it wouldn't surprise me that these women were scammed by him. Genuinely, he's got a huge hand in the scamming. He's a scammer, that I can say.
What is the name of this woman, please?
It was Sandra Seaton.
Where is she from?
She's Jamaican British.
Okay, go on.
And she lives in London, like the big city London, not outside London. She lives in London. So I went to her house and I met her. So I was looking at the content in my phone from Mike, comparing it to hers, and most things in there matched. So I believe Mike has not just been scamming me, he's actually scammed a lot more women out there. Because the time I figured out why, I tried to ask him why everybody was pinpointing him and saying the real Mike is ruining it. They were specifying on the fact that it is the real Mike, which I know it is true because I've gone through it with him. So these women, I think because they do not have so much evidence that directly links to Mike, he's getting away with it. But personally, 200% that man knows he's a scammer.
Okay, thank you. Now, given the fact that he has come out to clear himself of any connection with his experiences, including your case, back to the question, on what platforms before now did you go to articulate your experience?
I went straight on his Instagram handle and I started insulting him because that's when I started being tight with money and asking too many questions about him. That's when he started insulting me and just being off. But when I started insulting him on his Instagram handle like everybody else was doing, he blocked me the same way he blocked other people. So I then saw Laura Ikeji's post, and she had said, she was asking to name a celebrity that has blocked you and why they blocked you. So I then wrote about Mike, that he actually blocked me after I started insulting him for scamming my money. I said scamming then because when we were seeing each other, I believed it to be a genuine relationship until the inconsistencies, the lies, the constant nagging for money carried on. I started then having questions. So till then, I believed I was in a relationship that was genuine with him. So then I started calling him a scammer on his Instagram handles, on Laura KG and other bloggers.
What other bloggers? Can you give me names of other bloggers that published the story?
There was a the HIP TV in Nigeria. They did a headline on a woman calling out Itamakis Ronye of a fraud. And then there was someone called anonymousblog.com from Nigeria. Chimobi is the owner of that blog site. But he ended up meeting up with Mike and he was shut up. So he stopped writing about us and me and other ladies. So it's gone on a few other ones that I'm discovering when I go on Google and search for details or information. I've just noticed and learned that other people were writing about it as well.
All right.
But the main ones I went on personally were his Instagram and he blocked me, and then I went on to Laura Ikeji. That one caused a lot of stir up. Even Mike after that started writing me, threatening me and all that.
Okay. And the reactions you got, writing, threatening and all that, as you claim, came from the real Mike Ezeronye?
The real Mike Ezeronye. I say the real Mike Ezeronye because there's a time his own personal assistant that he denied, but I discovered they follow each other on Instagram. The lady has gone quiet now, but that time this lady contacted me fighting and vouching for Mike.
Excuse me please. You say his personal assistant. What is her name and where does she live?
She lives in London.
And what's her name?
She's Ghanaian, but she lives here, and she's called Sarah. Mike calls her Barbara.
Sarah what?
I don't know her surname. She calls Sarah, SERWA, whatever. Sarah. I used to call her Sarah because I cannot pronounce her name. But she knows herself because she's put me on a three-way call with Mike before, and me and her have spoken before, and she's even sent me money before when I got into debt because of Mike's thieving habits.
She sent you money?
Well, once she sent me £100, yes, when I got into debt and I was struggling because Mike could not return my money that he deceitfully took from me, promising to return it, and he did not.
Did you hold on, please. Take it one step after the other. You said she sent you £100?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Did you meet her one-on-one, face-to-face?
We were going to meet up, but work got in the way. She was busy. I was busy then, and we didn't meet up until Mike came to UK.
Please hold on. We'll get there. I want to take you. Hold on. she gave you this money. Why did she give you? Is it out of sympathy, or is she presenting the money as a representation?
To be honest, it was out of sympathy, I would say, because see, when someone scams you to the last penny and you've gotten into debt along the way and you lost your properties or whatever you used to have, you then fall into financial difficulties. So at some point in time, I stopped working because of the stress, the depression, and then she knew about it, and then she sent me some money to try and help myself. But then when she did the video call with Mike and May, she could still see I was drained. Even Mike was on camera then. They were sitting together. It's a lot of damage.
Hold on. This woman, Sandra, you said her name is Sarah?
No. The PA, the friend, the personal assistant is called Sarah, but Mike calls her Barbara.
Okay. And she said she's a Ghanaian who lives in the UK. From Ghana, who lives in the UK. Communicated with you and was on video call with you. What was the role she was playing? Was she trying to? What exactly was she actually doing?
You know, she found out that I was insulting Mike, and then she contacted me. She got my number from Sandra Seaton, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But she got my number. She contacted me and said, "Oh, Rachel, you're insulting Mike is ruining. He's not the one who's taking your money. You're dealing with an imposter." And I used to argue with her. Why are you being fooled by Mike? She told me she doesn't know you, but yet you guys follow each other on Facebook. I sent Mike her pictures. He was still denying her. So when they both now called me on video call, I just thought this boy is a very, very bad liar. Like, he'll bump heads on people just to get his name or reputation clean. But I think that time is just going to be over because he cannot keep fooling people and stop the truth coming out.
Okay. Now, knowing fully well that if these claims were to be false, and going by he coming out to distance himself from this whole mess on several occasions, on several platforms, you know the implication, that will be like defamation of character. Now, and you know the legal implication of defaming somebody. So, what did you take any steps, and if you did, what steps did you take to validate your claims?
I've gone to, because I'm so sure of myself that it is the real Marcus Ronye who I dealt with, who scammed me. I've gone to a solicitor and I've done an affidavit. I signed an affidavit about it.
You signed an affidavit do you have that with you?
I've got a copy. Yes, I do have a copy.
Can you try and put it before the camera?
I don't know if you will be able to see it in your camera. Let me know if you can see it.
Let me try and zoom that a bit close there. No, raise it up a bit.
Is that okay?
Hold on. It's kind of blurry, but I think I can capture the affidavit bit of it. Anyway,
yes.
you.
So I signed the affidavit on the 22nd of August.
That I believe is an affidavit. You went to a notary public and signed that. By the laws that guide, the laws of the United Kingdom, that what you're claiming is in truth, and then it was must have been stamped to law. That is a legal document, which
basically I just went in there and I said I genuinely swear that the statement was not intended to defame or incriminate Mr. Marcus Ronye. It was a sworn statement that I would be responsible of any consequences resulting from falsehood associated with this statement, individuals or organizations representing me on the subject. And it's just
Okay, you made a sworn statement. You made a sworn statement before the courts of the United Kingdom that what you're saying is true. Good, I understand that. Now, my next question is the issue of money. How did it come to play? You know, you have a relationship with somebody. How did this money, was it that you had a business relationship, or you went into partnership, or how did money come in to the matter?
So, Mike, after explaining that he was single, that he had separated from Nkechi, as he called her, he had fallen into financial difficulties because she was being greedy, he said, asking for 70% of his wealth, that he didn't feel she needed all that money. So in the end, his accounts were frozen. And he had tried to do some transaction whilst he was in Kenya, and then they freezed his account, and that his son needed money for school. So the first time it was about Reynald. He wanted money for Reynald, but he used to call his son Nelson. He didn't explain why he calls it Nelson, but he said we call him Nelson. So he wanted money for his son. And then the second time was he just sent me a certificate from customs saying he had some literal goods that were being held up at the port in Nigeria, that he couldn't do it himself, pay for the goods, because he was stuck in Kenya working, and that his accounts were frozen. But as soon as he went back to Nigeria, he would sort it out. So that's how initially this money talk came out. And I trusted that once his movie came out like he said it would, and it did, they will pay my money back. And it's just been story after story since then.
So how much are we talking about here in total?
I can tell you it's more than 10k pounds.
Are you saying 10,000 pounds?
It is more than that, yeah.
So how did you get this money? Since you never met him, how did you get monies across to him?
He gave me names of people to send money to, and I asked them, why are you giving me other people's names to send money to, and you're not even there? He said they need to provide for my child, and I need these goods kept for me safe till I go to Nigeria. So he gave me the first name he gave me.
Hold on. I want you to clearly state this information before the camera. Please, I make this information very, very clear. I need names of people that you sent money to, with as much information that you have about them. If you have their mobile number, if you have their full names, if you have their location, if you have dates of each of these monies, that as much as you can remember, and the agency through which, or the platform through which you send these monies. I need those clear information of each transaction that you can remember.
Right. So this is going to be interesting. The first thing he did, this is the certificate that Mike sent me from customs.
Hold on.
You can pick it up.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can pick that. I'm sure we can pick the logo. Nigerian customs. Raise it up a little bit. Up. Okay. I'm sure we can see that. Nigerian Customs Services. Okay.
So I'd never checked the date on it before, because when Mike sent it to me, and I was thinking that's a lot of money. I said to Mike, can I have the certificate again? He refused to give me, but I thank God when I was going through the documents and the chats, I came across it. That's why I had to go and print it. So Mike is wrong. You're not that smart. I got this back, although you denied giving it back to me. So this is the first one, and it was dated 21st of October 2016.
What does the document say? What does the document from the customs say?
It's a Nigeria Customs Service corporate office. The Nigeria Customs Service received your goods, electronics, appliances, worth $750,350 US. So your goods have been scrutinized and cleared for entry. You are to pay the cost of clearing fee before your goods can be granted to pass into the country for utilization. After careful assessment on the goods, you are requested to pay a sum of $35,150 US, equivalent in Nigerian currency.
Okay, hold on there. For people who are watching this video, I'm sure at this point they can conclude that, oh my God, she's falling into the hands of scammers. That is one of the antiques they use, or the kind of style they use. Or there's a glue good, come and clear it. There's the money, they need to clear the money from one account to the other. Everybody's aware that these scammers use these styles. Okay, so let's not even bother ourselves about that for now, because people cannot vet the document we're talking about. You're only telling us about it. But let us talk about things that are more specific. What are the names of people you send money to? And how did you send money to them? One after the other, make it.
First time I went into an agent, a shop, and then I sent the money to his son. It was on MoneyGram.
Okay. How much and who received the money?
The very first one he asked for 40,000 naira, so it wasn't much, and it was to a guy called Hassan Anegbe. It's Anegbe, Hassan. And then on the MoneyGram, it was just the two of them.
Who? Two of who?
So the first one was Hassan Anegbe, whatever, and then the other one was Malik Obani.
Okay. How much did you send to these people?
Sorry?
How much did you send to each of these people?
Well, Hassan had the £90 which Mike asked for his son.
Okay.
And then the other £400, it was just some funny bills coming from Mike. It went to Malik Obani.
Okay, that's clear. Any other one you remember or that you can recall?
And then he asked for a phone. So that was Henry Obi. He received a Samsung S8 from Mike Zuronye.
How did you send that phone to him?
Sorry?
How did the phone get to him?
It was through DHL. Here.
Raise it up, please. Can you raise that document up? So that's the document you sent it. What phone did you send to him? And how much did it cost you?
It's almost £1,000. It just went by DHL really.
How much did the phone cost you?
This is when Henry went to the bank to pay for a charge to clear it.
Okay, you say the name of this person is Henry what?
Let me read it out for you. The guy who took the phone from Mike is called Henry Obi, and he's from Delta State. And I know Mike will say, oh, these Yahoo boys are from Delta State. Knowing Mike and what has gone on, he obviously used to use people from this area to put blame on them, but they are Mike's boys. Okay. And for you, Mike, before you deny it, I recorded Henry on the phone when he was telling me things about you. So before you deny it, you need to think smart, because I've kept evidence of the calls on here.
Do you have the recording that you can play out?
Oh yeah.
Please.
I'll get this. Yeah. So the next one, the main one, was Ami Okani Endurance. This boy.
Can you put that up? I need to capture the picture. Ami what?
Okani Endurance.
Okami Endurance. Okay?
Yes.
That's the picture. Raise it a bit more up. Maybe up. I want to capture the face a little bit.
I'll read out where they all come from, because some of them I don't have their pictures, but those two I took their pictures because I asked Mike Zuronye for their numbers. And Olu, can I point something out as well about this boy? This boy has been seen with Mike before on movie sets, so it's been confirmed by very trusted people that Mike knows this guy, and the guy as well told me he knows Mike, obviously.
And what is his name? Again,
Sorry?
for the benefit of the camera, bring that picture out and put it still on the camera. Let me capture that. Now you claim that the real Mike Ezenwoye knows this guy, and he says something. Annie Okami Endurance.
Yes.
This is a WhatsApp display picture. So that means you had his number.
I took the screenshot because when I started suspecting Mike to be off, I was keeping things like that. But his PA from England, the Barbara lady, she told me they'd caught this guy, and because I was insulting Mike continuously on social media, they let the boy go. And I used to explain to this woman, Mike is taking you for a fool. This is one of Mike's errand boys, people that he worked with to receive money that he scams. So they know each other. It's just acting like they released the boy, but they didn't. So I don't believe all those things. Oh, they've caught this one, they've let that one go. Mike is busy paying people to silence them. So I don't buy into that.
Yeah, before we put this out there, we're going to contact Mike Ezenwoye and his team, hoping that they will respond, because we need to consult, we need to organize an interview with him as well for him to state his part. But if he doesn't respond, we'll be forced to publish this, because we need to hear both sides of the story. Now,
I've got a few more names for you.
Okay.
So there's someone called Isioma Modi.
Yeah. What about the person? You said Isioma Modi.
Yeah, I think it's a girl, because he said put money to her, and I was insulting Mike, saying, why are you telling me to put money?
Yeah.
Momodu, Momodu Aliakwele was receiving money pertaining to Mike's goods that he claimed to have been held at customs. And then there is Uche Victor Ifechukude. He's received money several times from Mike. Uche Victor Ifechukude, whatever.
Where is he from?
I'll check on the list of addresses. And then there's a guy called Sule Mujidat. He also collected money for Mike. So Uche Victor, I've got his telephone number, but this was a while ago. He's from Auchi.
Okay, don't read out his telephone number online here. So, again, this is the final take. Though I said initially it was the concluding part, but this is the final take of the interview with Rachel Rivaigororo in the case of Rachel versus Mike. I can put it that way. That's how it's said in the court of law. Now, I asked you a question before. I'd like to repeat that question. Can you state in specific instances or specific situations that would make you I gave you the very clear conviction that outside of the normal practices of the fraudsters and all of that, what are the things you're actually clinging on, that makes you 200% sure, as you said before, that it's the real Mike Ezenwoye?
Okay, I'll mention a few because some will just pop up. But the first one will be regarding K Ebony. So
who is K Ebony? Who is K Ebony?
I purchased some goods from K Ebony in London.
Who is K Ebony? Who is K Ebony?
It's some designer from Nigeria.
You have to understand that people watching don't know these people. You need to let them know who you're talking about.
So K Ebony is a Nigerian designer based in London.
Okay.
He sells different items. So I saw Mike wearing a cap that was the old version, and the latest version of the cap had come out. So I contacted K Ebony. I wanted to surprise Mike when he was coming from Poland. He would come to the UK. So before
When was this? When? Date, please. When was this?
So this was in May last year.
2017?
2017.
Okay, go on.
So Mike, I didn't tell him that I'd contacted K Ebony. So K Ebony knew Mike's sizes because he always gets goods from K Ebony. So I said I want to surprise him with the latest ones, and I knew the colors that he wears the most on headgear. So I bought them, and they were not sent to me because they had to be manufactured and then sent to me. So Mike,
what items did you buy? What items are you talking about?
Some cap, a sweater shirt.
How many?
So
Give us the quantity.
One for myself, one for Mike, and some cap. He had two, a black and a red one.
Okay.
So Mike kept asking me before he came. That was about 27 April. He sent me a message. What did that K Ebony guy say? I said he's placed an order on them. They'll get to me soon. By the time Mike came to the UK, it was bank holiday. So in May, so the goods would not come to me on time. And he kept pushing, saying, ask K Ebony, ask K Ebony. In the end, I got my goods, but Mike was already in the UK. So when Mike got to the UK, obviously K Ebony had contacted Mike saying, you've got your items here from a lady called Rachel. So I didn't disclose so much to K Ebony, but Mike was angry. Why am I telling people so much about us, that he's a private person, that he didn't want people to know his business? Mike Zuruonye told me that K Ebony deals with his wife, Nkechi. You know, his
what? Cut on that. We're going to take that again. Sorry. The reason is obvious. Our battery is drained. I'm going to. Yes. Once again, this is the concluding part of this video. Obviously, the last concluding part at the Cultural College, low batteries. Yeah. I'm going to throw the question to you again. What are the clear facts, clear indications, things that you're convinced about, activities, incidences that would make you be so convinced up to 200%, as you said previously, that indeed this is not a matter of faceless scammers. This is a matter of somebody who you know and the world knows as Mike Ezeonye. What are your facts?
So Mike would call me and tell me that tomorrow or in 3 days he's going to be in Ghana, and then he would definitely go to Ghana. Or he'll tell me he'll be in a certain town in Nigeria, and then he will take pictures in that town. Only him would have known that. Then there's one in London. I bought some headgear and some sweatshirts in London from K Ebony, a Nigerian designer. This guy knows Mike as well. So he told me what size Mike was wearing for his clothes, and I wanted to surprise Mike when he was coming from Poland.
So it was K Ebony that told you Mike's size?
Yes, because he knew, because Mike used to buy goods from K Ebony, so K Ebony knew Michael Ezeonye's sizes.
Go on.
So I purchased the goods, 2 caps, a black and a red one, and I got some sweatshirts, my one and his one. So Mike then came from Poland, but before he came to England, May 2017, he was already asking me on WhatsApp, and I've got some saved up messages on it. I printed them off like these ones. He was asking me, have you spoken to that boy K Ebony? What is K Ebony? I need to meet you in the UK when you've got my goods already. I said, okay, I'll try him. Unfortunately, it was bank holiday before I could receive them. So I told Mike Ezeonye, you need to wait because it's a holiday in England. When he then came to the UK.
When was that? When did he come to the UK to pick up the goods?
He went to meet K Ebony.
When was this?
May 2017. That was between 1 and 10 May.
Okay.
So Mike went to meet K Ebony, but whilst he was with K Ebony, they both called me using K Ebony's phone. So
What kind of call was it? A voice call or video call?
It was a voice call, audio call.
Audio call, okay.
So K Ebony said, Rachel, I've got Mike Ezuronye here. He put Mike on the phone, but K Ebony didn't really know or don't believe, probably up to today, that it was the real Mike that I was dealing with anyway. So Mike started pretending like he don't know me. Oh, hi Rachel, thank you for the goods you purchased for me. I believe you're dealing with an imposter. I was shocked. I was laughing.
Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. 1 minute. Are you saying that you ordered these items directly from K Ebony and the items were delivered by hand to Mike Ezuronye by K Ebony on your behalf?
Yes, they were.
Good.
They made the call to
That's
me.
hold on. That's number one question. So you ordered, just answer as I ask you. You ordered directly from K Ebony on behalf of Mike Ezuronye.
Yes, I did.
And he came to London in May 2017, right?
Yes, it
And
did.
met with K Ebony one-on-one to receive the items you ordered for him.
Yes, it did.
So, and these items were a black cap and a red cap.
Yes, they were.
Any other item? And a
Yes.
sweatshirt. What is the color of the sweatshirt?
I bought black ones. One for myself, one for him.
One for it. So you ordered him one red hat, snapback, hat, whatever it's called, and one black. Then a black sweatshirt, right?
Yeah, but I believe Mike swapped the sweater shirt for something else because I got my black one and he got t-shirts, I think, in the end.
He got t-shirts in the end. But K Ebony delivered this item and K Ebony called you with his phone and you were on the phone with Mike Ezuronye with K
They were
Ebony.
together. Yes,
They were
they
together.
did.
So, and you also went ahead to say that at that point, Mike Ezuronye acknowledged the receipt of these items which you ordered, but he still maintained his claim that he's not the one you've been dealing with.
Yes, he did. So I knew before he even came that he was asking me to push K Ebony to deliver the goods to me.
Okay, hold on. Before he came, he was aware you ordered something for him.
Yes, he knew.
Was it
He
the
was
same
asking
platform you were dealing with him, the Mike Ezuronye who actually met K Ebony to receive the items? Was it the same communication platform that you had with other people you were sending more? Was there two different communication networks? Or is it the same person you've been communicating with that you communicated about?
The same. I say the same, and it was the same because prior to this, only Mike knew the real Mike knew I'd ordered these things because K Ebony knew the real Mike, not imposters. So he contacted the real Mike, and Mike was angry, telling me, "Do you know how private I am? How much did you tell K Ebony about us?" I said, "No, I just said I'm surprising you, that's all." And he said, "I don't like surprises." So I said, "No more, you won't see any." And I didn't do anything after that, but he collected them.
From K Ebony. That's your number one clear fact that you were dealing with the real Mike, right?
So I need to finish this one for clarity.
Okay.
During the call when he was with K Ebony, Mike Ezuronye said, "Oh, I believe you're dealing with an imposter," pretending to K Ebony like really I'm dealing with someone else. After the phone call, he then told me that his ex Nkechi, his ex-wife, buys things from K Ebony, that he didn't want K Ebony and to tell Nkechi that he was already in a relationship because they were already fighting, and he didn't want K Ebony to know too much. So he said, Mike Ezuronye did say, when he was with K Ebony, he even saw a package that was ready to go to Canada to MK.
So
That's
that
how
means
much-
while he was there, he confirmed to you that he saw a package that was going to his wife in Canada with K Ebony.
Yes, because K Ebony and Kechi are friends. But the funny thing is, when I spoke with K Ebony this year, he said they'd never spoken about their private lives, that he doesn't even know Mike's ex-wife until they was talking about their girlfriends and wives this year. So that just to show you how much Mike is a dirty liar and will do anything to lie.
Okay, hold on right there. When you spoke with K. Ebony, did it confirm to you that it was the real Mike Ezeruonye that picked up the items from him?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's take that as number one clear point. What is your number two clear point?
So I wrote a petition as advised by Mike's London PA or friend Barbara, Sarah, to write to EFCC. So I wrote to EFCC an email, but the email I got was like a personal one with someone's name on it. I will find it one day and I'll email it to you. But then someone advised me that do not send individual emails. What if that person is actually within EFCC and covering up for Mike? So I thought, good idea. So I wrote directly again to Abuja. And when I sent the documents to Abuja, I crossed out some of the names that were innocent. But they said, you need to resend those documents in your petition because you tampered with evidence. When I did, EFCC called Mike to their building. Mike Ezeruonye saw them. He was so ballistic. He came out threatening, effing and jeffing, and he said, I need to withdraw my petition against him with EFCC.
Hold on. He told you to withdraw your petition with EFCC. How did he tell you that?
He told me on Hangout, and I've got the screenshots which I'm going to actually print off like I printed everything else.
Hold on. No, I need you to put this thing on the camera still, please.
I'll show you when I get to Hugo's thing. This one is a different one.
Okay.
But I've got threatening messages from Mike Ezeruonye to withdraw my case against him from EFCC.
Okay.
So that's how I know it is the real Mike Ezeruonye.
Okay. Are there other facts?
Yes.
Go on.
So I mentioned a lady called Sandra Seaton already who was fighting against Mike's scamming habits on social media. So she ended up knowing a guy called Hugo Chuku something. He lives in Nigeria. He also is an actor. I'm afraid I have to mention him because it's not a secret anymore. He's been threatened already by Mike Ezeruonye. And Hugo, if you're going to watch this, I don't mean to put you into trouble again. So Mike found out that I was talking to this guy and he had given me information and was willing to help me and Sandra Seaton to get to the bottom of this. So Mike Ezeruonye and his Nigerian manager or personal assistant, they called Hugo Chuku, and the man was threatening this guy that from that day they were enemies. And I'll show you what this guy sent to me in a panic in the morning. I couldn't take the date on because it was a fresh thing. So this is what Hugo wrote to me.
Apparently, it's going to be blurry. Anyway, don't worry about it. Document.
Anyway, I'll read it to you. So this guy called Hugo was threatened by Mike Ezeruonye for being on my side and other people. He said, I cannot trust anyone longer. You better call me now. This was at 6:15 in the morning. He said, Mike Ezeruonye called me last night through his PA's line and told me some shocking revelations about what we have been talking about since. He said, he has all my chats with you and voice notes, which means it's truly Mike Ezeruonye that you were dealing with. I was not sure it was him until he called me yesterday night. So I was panicking. I said, oh my God, did he hack my line? And Hugo was just saying, I don't know. So he said to me, I asked Hugo, I said, did he admit to you knowing me and for you to stay out of our business? And he said, yes, Mike Ezeruonye admitted that he knows you. So Mike Ezeruonye is not just a thief. He goes about threatening people and paying people to shut up. But I don't think that time will still be on his hand. So that's one other way I know Mike Ezeruonye is the real one I was dealing with.
So what other UK connection, apart from K. Ebony, do you have or people you know? Hold on. Take my question. Understand my question. Now, because you are based in the UK, because all this online sending money, online communication, anybody could have impersonated. So that is why I'm trying to get the concrete facts. That is why I'm trying to get the substance. I remove the seed from the shaft. What are we dealing with here? So physical evidences, physical contacts, people, places. So regards UK people that other people know, friends, physical contacts that can make the real person you're claiming come to life. That's what we're asking. You talked about K. Ebony, they talk about one Ugochukwu, that could have been anybody anyway, but any other instances, any other person that you can...
He called me personally on video call when I was sitting with my friend's daughter in the night when I finished work, and he was in Wilfred Didi's house with some friends. He was in a house where Wilfred Didi, a footballer, was, and they were playing video games, PlayStation 4. And
Wilfred Ndidi, a Nigerian footballer, he plays for Nigeria.
He plays for Leicester. Leicester City, I think, yeah.
They are friends?
Yes, and that was in May when he came last year.
Last year, 2017?
Yes, 2017 May.
Okay.
So Marcus Ronnie called me in the night on Snapchat video, and I was sitting next to my friend's daughter. She was screaming, "Mommy, mommy, it's the real guy from TV, Auntie Rachel." Oh my God, she was laughing at me like miracles do happen. Marcus Ronnie is dating Auntie Rachel. So it was kind of funny. So people have been there when he's done video calls, proper ones, not copy and pasted video calls, a normal video call he did to me, and he just wanted to prove to me that he was in the UK. So another one was when he tried to chat my sister up online. I think I was attempting to scam her. So my sister memory then said, is this how you behave? Are you not dating my sister Rachel from Manchester? And she's Zimbabwean. From that time, Mike just stopped talking to her, and then it was 24 December to be precise. So he tried with a fake account, Mike. That's one other thing. Mike is a scammer. He runs some of those fake accounts really to scam women. It is Mike who does it. So he tried to talk to her on a fake from a fake account, and when the lady mentioned me to him, he then came to me straight away and said, "Oh, everybody knows about our relationship, but that's okay." I said, "Who? Is it in Nigeria it's leaked, or is it here?" Anyway, nobody on social media knew about it apart from my own people, my friends. And then I said, "Send to me." She called me to her house. So I went to see this lady in her house. She showed me the picture that was on the handle. And somehow it was attached to the same email address that I used to use between me and Mike. I was shocked. It was Ezruni Noah or something, but the email address attached to that picture that was used to scam or attempt to flirt with women on Instagram, it matched what I use with Mike. So I know that's when my sister said, "You know what, your boyfriend is a fraudster."
Okay. Let's nail that there. Now let's quickly, because we have to wrap this interview up right now. Now, finally, is the police involved in this matter?
Yeah. So, yeah, they're involved. After I realized EFCC are covering up for Mike, and they did not respond to my petition. Instead, Mike was the one threatening me to shut it down. I then said I wrote to EFCC and I said, "I see you're covering up for Mike Ezronye when I clearly sent documents to you to prove that he's the scammer behind all those nonsense warnings he's posting on Instagram." Then they said, "Oh, madam, we're sorry, could you please repost them?" So I told EFCC I'm not going to do that. I'll change my approach to doing this. So I contacted UK Action Fraud. I filed a report about Mike Ezronye, and they came to meet me first last month, and then they came yesterday to my house. We listened to my recorded voice calls with Mike because I used to record them. They're all here, and they were shocked how aggressive the man is, and they said go ahead with any social media interviews you want to do. UK Action Fraud have written emails to EFCC and are requesting a very competent cooperative investigation into Mike with my evidence in line. So it's groundwork. I cannot say much. but we're getting there.
All right, Rachel, at this point, we would have to bring this interview to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of you who have been watching with interest.
Oh, hi. Olu?
Yeah.
Can I quickly say something?
Yeah.
So this is a direct message to Mike Ezuruonye. Mike, I know you know what I'm talking about. So I would like to pose a question to you again and give you the chance to respond. If you really don't think you're the one I was dealing with, or you know for sure I wasn't the one, you're free to respond to this, but you and I know ourselves. But then, for you sending your touts to hack into my Gmail account in a bid to try and destroy the evidence between us, you're late because I got it all saved up here, all the voice notes, the emails from your bank in German. Yeah, and the letter you sent on behalf of Nkechi, your wife, to me about money in German, I've got it, the original letter. So do the right thing, have a decent conscience.
Thank you.
Bring my money back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, basically, you've watched all this from start to finish. You are free to make your inferences, drop your comments. But the truth of the matter is that I, as an investigative journalist, I'm just doing my job. And then I leave the police, the UK police, the Action Fraud Unit of the United Kingdom Police Force is already on this matter. And I would make an attempt to reach out to Mike Ezuruonye to have an interview with him. Hopefully, I get a positive response. Otherwise, after a period, I would have to release this video. Yes, because I have the permission of the one party to do it. And then, of course, it's within my professional jurisdiction to carry out this interview. And I believe I've done this as objectively as possible. And we've all heard Rachel Rivai-Igororo speak for herself and nobody speaking for her. Thank you once again, Rachel. And thank you once again, everyone who's watched this video. Please drop your comments objectively and politely. Please don't come to any conclusions for or against any member of this, anyone who is involved in this matter. But be very fair, be very objective, be very reasonable in your assertions or your conclusions. That way, we would be able to come to the bottom of the matter, even as the police is already investigating massively. Thank you once again for being a part of this. God bless you. And thank you once again, Rachel.
Thank you.